Yo, what is going on? Welcome to Beyond the Kite, episode 32. And for today's, we are talking about um Samantha Larusso, aka the Bonsai Badass. And before we go into it, I bring in two friends of mine and co uh we have Melissa
Hey, Bonsai, how's everybody doing?
and we have our friend Yoda Joe Skywalker.
Bonsai! Bonsai, everyone. How are we doing today?
What's up?
What's up?
What's going on?
Yeah.
How's everyone doing?
We'll be getting all the bonsai from Bonsai Badass.
Nothing much. Yeah, we are going to talk about some math. We go.
So,
So
Joe, what
go ahead, Melissa.
what is about I was gonna say, so Joe, what is it that you love the most about Sam as a character?
About Sam's character?
Yeah.
I like her heart, and I like her willingness to do anything that it takes to get something done. When she's passionate, no matter what, she can do anything that she puts her mind to.
Mm-hmm. For me,
same here.
Yeah, for me, it's I love how she always follows her heart, where she wants her head to, like where she wants her head to lead, Yeah, sometimes she gets in over her head, but her heart's always in the right place. She always tries to do the right thing and just be there for the people that she cares about. And I think that's a very special essence around her. She's got a good, strong aura around her, like where you just can't help but feel good, feel good when you're around her because she just really, truly just cares. She wants what's best for the people that she cares about, and she's willing to fight for them. And what?
I was gonna say for me, and for the fact that she said sorry to Tori in that one in season 6.
Yeah, that showed an impressive amount of maturity on her end. It's just, I wish people would, people need to give this character a break. Yes, she makes mistakes. She messes up.
Everyone does.
Right. But people take a look at her mistakes, but people need to remember that she makes mistakes, she messes up, but there are characters on the show that have messed up even worse than she does. But overlook that, but yet judge her so harshly because of her mistakes. It's like,
I mean,
it's like,
look at Yasmin and
look at
and
Mitch. Look at Mitch.
Tyler. Yeah,
Look at Mitch. Look at Hawk. Look at all the things Hawk did. Hawk vandalized Miyagi-Do. He broke Dimitri's arm.
Yeah, true.
He stole and harassed the guests at golf and stuff. Remember, he stole those tickets.
Yeah.
And he stole from golf and stuff itself. He attacked Dimitri at the mall and would have beat him up if Sam and Robbie hadn't intervened over a Yelp review. Like, Hawk did a lot of bad stuff. And Miguel too, and Robbie as well. And even Tori, Tori was a straight, I love Tori. I love Tori now. I mean, they've really truly surprised me with her growth and development, but I'm also not afraid to say Tori was a straight up psycho in seasons 2 and 3. Starting that school fight, and not to mention leading the gang assault where she broke into the Larusso household, doing things that could have gotten her arrested if the Larussos had reported it.
Yeah, she did all that just to get back at for what she did.
Back at Sam, but it's like, at this point, like, what was she really getting back at Sam for? It's like she was mostly like, I think in season 3, I think that really actually got lost, and she just wanted to go after Sam just for the heck of it.
I think for not apologizing to Tori.
Well, don't you think that was breaking into her house was taking things a little too far?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
For an apology,
I do admit that. Yeah. Yeah.
What did you think? And it was like, even at that point, I think she was so lost in her hatred, I don't think she even realized why she was even going after Sam in the first place anymore. I think she was just doing it just for the heck of it.
But don't forget, Tori was the one who apologized as well as Sam.
What?
Tori was the one who apologized as well as Sam.
Oh yeah. No. Like I said, I love Tori. I love Tori. Her development has been so beautiful and wonderful, and completely and a very, very, very nice unexpected turn. She's one of my top favorite characters now. Like,
yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, sorry guys,
Seriously.
I'm going off.
Yeah.
Topic here. My bad.
Yeah, seriously. I'm just saying, like, like, there have like, her actions can be, like, Sam's actions can be considered petty compared to what other characters have done.
Yeah.
And I'm not like saying, oh, Sam's perfect, oh, Sam's an angel. She is absolutely no angel. None whatsoever. Like, yeah, she's had her moments where she's really screwed up and not really thought.
True, yeah.
It's like,
very true.
It's
Um,
like, and there are seasons where even I've hated her, like seasons 2 and 4, for instance, and starting that prom fight, stupid on her part, ridiculous even.
well, I must admit,
Stupid.
Sam did have her, since season 2.
Oh yeah, and let's not forget why.
Yeah.
And this is something I have to ask the writers: why did you give Sam most of the cringy lines? Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and that prom fight. Like, was that, and oh, let's not forget the worst moment of them all. Her confrontation with Tori at the school. Oh, in season 4. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah. Was that really necessary? Like,
I
really?
know. Like, honestly, I would have accepted it if they just would have ended it at I'll kick your ass for a third time. Cut the line right there. Just walk away. End it right there and walked away and have her walk away, and I would have accepted it. Begrudgingly. I would have begrudgingly though, but accepted it. But oh my god, don't have her say I'm coming for you, bitch. Like, seriously, that is not Sam. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I was like, I was with Tori right there. I was like, okay, what was that?
Oh my god.
What was
Um.
I was like, who was that?
I don't know.
It's like, I'm sorry, on Sam, it just does not work. It just does not work. It's not who she is. Like, oh my god.
No.
I was like,
It really,
I just wanted to like, I wanted to delete that line, but I couldn't. It's like, I just wanted to fast forward that line. Like, just delete it. Don't say it. Like, oh my god. I was like, what are you doing to this character? Oh my god. What?
yeah.
I was like, just ugh. I was like, I wonder when Mary read this. I wonder what Mary's thoughts were when she was reading the script and she read that line and she was reading that scene and read that line. Like I'm wondering if she got up and said to and went to the writers or John, Josh, and Aiden and said, "What in what in all of God's green earth are you doing to my character?"
Oh god.
Joe, you still there?
I'm gonna send Tyrell a link as well.
But like,
I'm still here, Melissa. The echo is just driving me crazy.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to, but yeah, I was like, I wonder if Mary actually, when she read that,
there was horrible. There was horrible echo.
Yeah, I heard it, but I wonder, like, if I wonder if like what Mary's thoughts were when she read that scene,
Joe.
when she read that scene in season 4. Like, I wonder what her thoughts were when she read that scene and she read what Sam was going to, what they were writing Sam to say to Tori in that moment. Because like, I wonder if she actually got up and went to the writers. I was like, what the heck are you doing to my character this season? You know what scene I'm talking about, Joe?
Uh,
Was that echo coming from you, Joe, or was that coming from somebody else? Were you gonna say something, Underground?
I, Alyssa?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Hello.
I can hear you.
Oh.
Hold on. Hell.
We lost Underground. What happened?
Who was saying they could hear what? Where'd Underground go?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay. Here he is. He's back.
I don't know where he went.
He's back now.
Hello?
Dang, I'm still hearing the echo still.
Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you.
I hear you.
Okay. Your best what's going on?
Wait, Joe, are you doing what's it called? A Marvel's live stream?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay. I was just curious. All right. Oh wait, Joe. Underground, you want to get rid of the link?
I did.
Oh, you did? I still see it in the chat though.
Yeah. I deleted it.
Here, hold on.
I swear I deleted it.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, no, I didn't. I didn't.
Okay. See. All right. I'll see. We'll see in a little bit.
All right, Joe.
All right.
All right.
You sent Tyrell a link, right?
Did
Did he say that? Did he respond back to you?
no.
Okay.
Okay. How about best Sam moments in the show?
Best? Did you say best Sam's moments?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I watched all the Karate Kid.
That's great. That's great. We watched them all too. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. I'd have to say her best moments are, for me, when she went over to Tori's apartment and saw with her own eyes about what Tori's been going through. I'd say that was her best moment. Um, you know, I think that took a lot of courage on her part and
Yeah.
maturity on her part to see with her own eyes what Tori is living through, and to take a step back on all of the hatred that she was feeling. I mean, and towards Tori, and at that point, you got to admit that all of the hatred that Sam had for Tori was rightfully so, considering what Tori had put her through.
Um,
And that's
yeah.
not knocking Tori's situation. Believe me, I get it. I get what Tori's going through, what Tori was going through. It makes her actions understandable, but it, at the same time, though, not justifiable. She took things too far against Sam. Not saying that Tori
Yeah.
didn't deserve to.
She
I'm not
did.
saying that Tori should. At times, Tori didn't deserve to be angry at Sam, but hospitalizing her, traumatizing her, and breaking into her house was going too far. Was going way too far. So,
Yeah.
and I do give Sam a lot of credit for that. That took an enormous amount of maturity, pride, and integrity for her to go directly to Tori. She could have just called Tori or had Miguel call Tori and done it over the phone, but she chose to go to Tori's house and see what she'd been with her own eyes, what she'd been dealing with, and willingly took a step back on her feelings towards towards Tori that she had that she had towards her. I'd also say her best moment was when she'd gotten in season 5, when she had gotten everyone together, when Daniel was ready to give up, quit karate after what Silver did to him, after the beating that he suffered, and was completely demoralized and and was just, and his spirit was broken. Sam took the
Yeah.
reins. Sam took the reins, and she got everyone, and she pulled everyone together. And she got in contact back. She gotten back in contact with Robbie, explained to him what happened, convinced him to come over to Miyagi-Do, and where he apologized to Daniel, and
Yeah.
and he had,
That scene was emotional.
exactly, and she gotten everyone together. She was the head of that. She, like, you got to give credit where credit is due. Sam was the head of that.
Yeah.
She she got her it, she brought everyone, there, and told, and said we're ready, and got Daniel added back into his fighting spirit. You know,
Yeah.
reminding him that all what he is fighting for, and why standing up to Silver and stopping his Cobra Kai was more important now more than ever. And I would say her next best moment would be when she decided to drop out of the tournament, the Sekai Sekai. I think that showed. I think her realizing before even Daniel did that she wasn't really fighting for anything, and that Tori had more reason to fight, had more reason to finish this tournament than she did, was an incredible display of of wisdom, as was an incredible display of wisdom on her part. It's like she knew that I have always said from the beginning that she understands these Miyagi-Do lessons even better than Daniel does at times. So the fact, and this was even before Daniel even said anything, she had already dropped out. She knew, she had already dropped out of that tournament right before Daniel had even opened his mouth to say something to her about it. So I think that was her best moment, and her giving Tori that shot.
Yeah.
It really gives a testament to how misunderstood her character is. Here. It's like people think she's the spoiled brat who thinks that the whole world, who thinks that she should just, who believes that she should get everything that she wants, that she just believes that she should get everything that she wants, and that right there proved otherwise.
Yeah, that's not her character is.
No, it isn't. People underestimate Sam. They don't want to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not, she has her faults, but she's not a spoiled brat. She's at her core a good person. And I have to say, I think that's it for me.
Okay.
What about you?
All right.
What about you?
I have 3 slam moments. My first one is when she is when she surprised Aisha.
Yeah, that was a nice moment. That was a really nice moment.
My second is when he and her whole family uh agreed to help her in season 6. And my third, um um my third has to be when she became captain of the Saikai Taikai.
Yeah, that was a nice moment. What about you, Quincy streaming? What's your favorite Sam moment? Uh, all right, you want to get into the worst Sam moments? You know, I just want to say,
All
like,
right.
uh, I just want to say that, the evolution of this character, she really has grown. Maybe not in
Yeah.
more, maybe not in the more noticeable ways that other characters like Tori and Robbie and Miguel have, and even Daniel and Johnny have, but she's grown in a lot more of the subtle ways, and I think that is maybe even more important. That and I maybe maybe even more important because that's the part that seems to get underestimated.
Yeah.
It's it's like people expect this character to act like a spoiled brat, but it's like to because they want validation for hating her, but it's like it's like she's evolved, she you know
Yeah.
she's evolved, she's evolved. She's gone from a character, she's gone from a character that made some bad choices, but has really grown to the point where you couldn't see her making those same mistakes by season 6.
Yeah. Um yeah, I have yeah, I have been a fan of Sam since season 1.
Listen, Miguel's my number one favorite character, but I've always
Yeah.
like there are times where I like Sam and there are times where I don't like her, but I've always defended her. It's like, geez, give this character a break.
Right.
Because the overhate that she gets is ridiculous. It's like, I mean, I understand not liking the character. People are entitled not to like her, but they're not entitled to like act like she's the root of all evil to the point where they treat her as if she's the villain of the show and then go after Mary Mauser simply for playing her.
Oh yeah, don't even get me started on that.
It's like, geez,
All of the hate
give this.
she gets.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like you
Um,
get characters who have done so much, who have done actual illegal stuff, illegal crimes that that could get them arrested, but the benefit of the doubt, and like you let them off the hook, but Sam, like, she even breathes the wrong, she so much as breathes the wrong way, and people like, oh, she's a horrible friend, oh, she's a cheater, she's a liar, she she causes all these problems. And I'm like, okay, are you even watching the show? There are characters who have messed up even worse than she had. That worse than she has.
yeah.
It's like there's plenty of blame to go around.
W-
Oh, let's
yeah,
also not forget, even with Hawk stole Mr. Miyagi's Medal of Honor and was wearing it around his neck as if it were some kind of trophy. Like he was proud. Like he was proud.
yeah, that was messed up on his
Yeah, that
part.
was totally messed up. Mr. Miyagi was a war veteran. He fought in World War II. Like that was a
Yeah,
Medal of Honor. I'm like, come on. But yet Sam is the villain. Yet Sam is the villain. Like like Sam is the worst. Sam is the worst teen on this show. Like Sam causes all the drama.
yeah.
So worst Sam moments. For me, I would have to say the prom fight. That was ridiculous and stupid on her part. Like, seriously? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
true.
know what the heck she was thinking. It really is it that hard for her to just walk away? But no, she had to open her big mouth and 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 start things where she should have just walked away. Like,
Right.
come on. Like, Sam, just walk away. Like, oh God, don't even get me started on the "you think I broke your heart? You broke mine too" thing. Oh my God.
I don't know where that came from, honestly.
I don't know either. Like,
Oh,
what? I don't know either. Like, okay, trust. I could probably get behind her on. I could probably understand, but I'm sorry, but um, she or was she not the one who cheated on Robbie, right? Right? So
right.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
she I'm sorry, where did Robbie break her heart? Yeah, I could see trust when he lied to her the first time about Mr. Miyagi's Medal of Honor, but I'm sorry, where did Robbie break her heart? Is like,
Y- Yeah.
I'm just it's like again, I'm wondering what Mary Mauser said when she read the line. It's like, what are you doing to my character? Like, seriously. I was like, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's like, what were they doing to what were they thinking when they were writing Sam's character in season 4? Like, I get that they wanted us to root for Tori in that season, but root for Tori more in that season, but it's like you don't have to make Sam look like a complete and total like for us to get her to like you don't have to make Sam like completely and totally annoying and cringy and like a bad character this season to get us to root for Tori more. Like there are ways to do that. You know, you could still make her likable while at the same time give Tori some growth, the growth that the growth that she needed.
Yeah, I understand.
But I was like, you don't have to like let. I mean, especially after they gave her the character development, the character development that they gave her in season 3, which I thought was absolutely amazing, which I thought was absolutely incredible. But I was like, you took a major like Sam had such a great arc in season 3. Like she really grew in that season, and like you it's season 4. I was like, where did that go? Like you took that you took a character. I mean, she really stepped up in season 4. She really took a big step she took a really big step in season 3. But in season 4, you had her take 2 steps backwards from that. I was like,
I saw that.
Yeah. I was like, what were you thinking? Were you guys on something? Were you guys like on something when you were writing this character for this season?
Oh my God.
And her worst moment. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. That moment in season 4, ending scene, episode 6, that her confrontation with Tori in the school. Like, oh my God. Awful. Awful. Like I would have I wouldn't say believe it or not, I wouldn't actually say it was awful if they just had her stop at the I will kick your ass I will kick your ass for a third time. If they had her stop right there, I wouldn't say that this was necessarily the worst moment. But what they had her say, that line but the line that comes next, there is such a thing as saying too much and quit while you're ahead. And that's what they did with that is something that they did not do with Sam Larusso in season 4 in this moment.
No.
Because at that point you were like, shut up, Sam. It's like,
yeah,
just wanted her to stop talking. Just walk away. And you notice how even when she finally did walk away from Tori after saying that, not even she could keep a straight face.
yeah.
I don't know, because I was like, when she said that line, I was like, okay, what was that? Oh, wait, that was Sam. And I'm like, Sam Larusso?
Ain't no way.
Like, no, like, I'm with Tori. Tori was like, who was that? And what was that? Like, she looked more confused than threatened, and I was with Tori on that.
Oh,
and I would have to say also her worst moment her other worst moment would be when she drunkenly kissed Miguel. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, but I mean, and Miguel was just as guilty as she was, because, and maybe even more so because unlike her, he was sober. But
Yeah, that was the one I was gonna uh pick.
yeah, the drunken yeah, I mean,
That one.
drunk or not, that's not an excuse. I mean, but at least she has a reason, unlike Miguel, who wasn't drunk at the time, who kissed her while who gave his consent and kissed Sam back, while sober, while he was still dating Tori. But yeah, the drunken kiss, yeah, that was not Sam's best moment, especially while she was dating Robbie.
No.
No, no, that was not Sam's best, most brightest moment.
Yeah.
And her allowing herself to get into that challenge. I knew from the beginning what Tori was trying to do when she was challenging Sam to that drinking contest. It was, no matter what, it was a win-win for Tori. Like, even if she lost, she was going to win, because no matter what, Sam was going to get drunk in this, because Sam was going to get drunk in that contest. And the whole reason why she challenged Sam is because she knew that, because she wanted to humiliate Sam. And because she wanted to, Tori wanted to, just because Tori at that time was bullying Sam. Not that she didn't want to win, like, she did want to win, but
Yeah.
she wanted Sam drunk and humiliated. She wanted to get, she wanted to get Sam drunk so she can humiliate her. And I knew that was, now, granted, Tori didn't count on Sam getting so drunk she kissed Miguel, but it was like, and she definitely didn't deserve that. She definitely did not. But, yeah, that was also not Sam's finest moment.
No,
Either. She should
it
have
wasn't.
realized what Tori was trying to do. And I'd have to say also her accusing Tori of stealing her mom's wallet. Like, she just jumped.
Yeah, that was not one of her best moments.
Yeah, I mean, you can understand why she thought, like, for her to suspect that maybe Tori took it, because Tori was stealing from the club at that time. She was stealing vodka and acting like it was no big deal, and acting like theft was no big deal. And so I can understand why Sam would suspect, but to accuse her like that of, and then jumping the gun to grab Tori's bag when she already denied having it, that that was wrong on her part. And then not call it, she should have, to quote Sam in season 6, she should have apologized.
Yeah.
A lot sooner.
Yeah. As we found out, the real seeds were Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
And don't forget the third weasel,
Tweedledumbass.
Yep.
Yeah. That line from Johnny just had me laughing.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, yeah, that line from Johnny just had me laughing. Yeah. Let's see.
Yep. Did
Um,
Tyrell respond back to you?
um, um, no, he did not. Uh, get a response from Cobra Kai rapper though.
You did? All right, so you want to bring him on?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. No. He says, hey, that sounds fun, but I'm about to have dinner soon. I can't make tonight. Y'all have fun.
Oh, all right.
So yeah.
So what would you say is Sam's worst moments?
Um. Uh. Uh. The fact that she uh drunkenly Robbie.
Right?
Um. Um. The fact that she said that cringy as hell line.
God, that was horrible.
Yeah. Um.
No. I couldn't.
Oh yeah. And the fact that Sam did not stand up for Aisha. When Sam saw that post. Um. About Aisha on Instagram.
Yeah, that I was thinking about adding that, but then I thought, you know what?
Uh,
Yeah, that was wrong. That was so wrong. But
yeah.
I will admit though, I didn't add that because, you know, she did apologize to Aisha in season 1 for it, like for not standing up for her. I mean, and to be honest, like at that time, we've all been there. We've all made that mistake. And, from that point forward, she did learn from it. She started standing up more for her friends. Sometimes it's hard when you're that age, when you're that age, you're it's hard to know what the right thing to do is. And
Yeah.
it's like when you're, like when you're in high school, like you really, you just, all you really care about is fitting in and being popular. And that's where,
Yeah.
sometimes it takes a wake up call to make you understand and see who your real friends are. And
Yeah.
that's what
But
Sam thought.
um Yeah, but Aisha did get her payback though.
Yeah, yeah, she did. She gave the front wedgie.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
God.
And it's like I'm not saying that I don't justify Sam not standing up for Aisha. That was wrong. She should have. And she should have ditched Yasmin
Yeah.
right at that point. But sometimes it takes sometimes it takes a little while for the lesson to sink in that these are not the kind of people that you want to be associating with. And Sam did learn her lesson because she did apologize. She did apologize to Aisha.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, she did. She did.
And I know a lot of people act all high and mighty. It's like, oh, she should have stood up for Aisha. She should have. Absolutely, she should have. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But, and it's like, I would never do something. And it's like, they act all high and mighty. Like they've never been in Sam's place. It's in Sam's place before. We've all wanted to be, we have all had our heads up, we've all had, we've all had our heads up there in high school. All of us. Oh my God, so did I. Like, we all wanted to be popular. We all wanted to be that kid, like that kid that, was the most popular person in school that, like everybody liked, looked up to, like was the king or the queen. And it
Yeah.
like we all wanted to be part of that clique. All of us.
Right.
And I know people won't admit that, but it's true. We all did. We all did. And we've all screwed up and made mistakes. And we've all, we've all been there. And sometimes, and it's, like I said, it takes a while to learn our lesson, for us to learn where our values should really be.
Yeah.
Where where the lessons truly lie. And sometimes you have to, and I guarantee you that, because like I said, when you're a teenager in high school, you always learn your lessons the hard way. And that's what to get the message across. And that's what it was for Sam. She had to learn her lesson the hard way. And she got it. Because after that, when Kyler tried to, date rape her in the movie theater,
Yeah.
in the movie theater,
I saw that. I saw
yeah.
that.
Yep. Everybody was trying to, everybody bullied Sam. And it's like, now she knows how Aisha felt. It's like now she understands, like, what Aisha was going through, in a sense. Yasmin, Yasmin and Moon, they ditched her. They took Kyler's side over hers. They
Yeah, that was messed. Moon and yes,
messed up, but not surprising, because
right
that
there.
was Yasmin. Yeah, that was Yasmin and Moon at that point. Like, they just, like, you knew Yasmin was going to be was not going to. was the type of person that would kick Sam out. Like the set,
Um,
you know, like,
can I
you knew she wasn't a
uh
real friend, Sam. You knew it.
can I say one thing about Yasmin?
Yeah.
Um, um, I liked the fact that Yasmin uh finally uh uh saw what she was doing when uh um when Kyler humiliated Dimitri.
What was she doing?
Uh uh she uh uh she was uh she was um humiliating Aisha. Remember
Yeah.
in
Yeah. But like,
season one?
yeah, like I said, you knew she wasn't a real friend to Sam. You knew that you knew she was gonna kick Sam out the second Sam, the you knew first chance she got. You knew she was gonna do that. Because that's the kind of person that Yasmin was back then. And fortunately for Sam, she had to learn that lesson the hard way. It's like but it's like sometimes that's what it takes for you. Sometimes that's what it takes to to help you grow, for you to learn, and that's for you to learn your lessons the hard way. And we all had to do that when we were in high school. All of us. It's like I guarantee you that there's not one person in this world that was a perfect angel in high school. I know I wasn't. Um, what do you want to is that do you have any more underground?
Uh uh I do, yeah. Um
Okay.
um did you read what I said in the private uh chat?
Yeah. Yep. Yep, me too.
Yeah. Uh, eh, um if there was one that you can change about Sam, what would it be?
If there was one thing I could change about Sam, uh, I would say I would say for me, um I'd have to say, let's see, I'm trying to decide, like, for me, I'd have to say I'd make her a little bit more. I'd make her a bit more mature, a lot more earlier on than when they did it. Like
Yeah,
after
very
season
true.
three, after season three, I just would have kept going with her character development. I would have added on to it instead of adding less. Like I would have had her really start to really evolve more a lot sooner than she did. Um and I would have had her more stepping more into a role of a leadership. Uh Rather than having her just continue this back and forth. Rather than after season 3 not really do much with her development as you know, I I would have had her I would have really had them step up on her maturity levels a lot sooner. And maybe made her character a little bit more a little bit less like less annoying in certain seasons. Like I
Oh
wouldn't have
damn.
given the fans something to hate. I would have given them something more like to really that helped really. I would have made this character more. I would have really made her more understandable. Like I would have given her something that would have that made her more understandable rather than just just there. Like I would have made this character more stand out more.
Me too.
What about you?
Um, um, I would have
I would-
Sam actually do the tornado kick.
Well, okay.
And
Wait, you said something you would
uh
change. You said something you would change about Sam's character, right?
yeah.
So what about Sam as a character
Um
would you change?
um I would I would
Only
change her winning the all the valley in season 4.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, that yeah. If they were going to go with the route that they were going with Miguel and Tori, I definitely think that Robbie and Sam should have won the All Valley tournament in season 4. I think it would have been a much
Yeah.
more interesting story if they had won it. Like, they could have found a way for Cobra Kai to still take over the valley in season 5. Like, they could have found loopholes in that, because there were a lot of loopholes in the agreement that Johnny and Daniel made with Kreese. For starters, Terry Silver
Yeah.
wasn't even in the picture when they made that deal. So that right there is a loophole. So even if Kreese, like Silver still could have betrayed Kreese, run the dojo, expanded it, like not shut down, and used well, you made it with Kreese, not with me. And like that would have been like more of a loophole. And because there was nothing in the agreement that stated that the agreement was the loser stops teaching. But nothing in the agreement was that nobody else could teach the dojo. So that right there is a loophole. And I think that actually would have made me, I think that would have actually showed what a mastermind Terry Silver is. If he would have realized that loophole. I get that they did the cheating just to show what a what a jackass Silver is. But at the same time, though, it kind of made him look weak too, and predictable, because he just kept pulling that same
It kind
move.
of did though.
And I don't like that I don't like that, because
Yeah.
Terry Silver's a great villain. And he just kept pulling that same move in season 5. I was like, okay, now you're making him stupid, because there's no way that a man like Terry Silver would stupidly do the same move twice, especially when he already knows that Tori knows about his cheat about him doing that, especially when he's already been caught once before. So I just, like, if they were going to do the route with the whole with season 4, it just, I would have much rather they had Sam and Robbie win it, because and it's and again with Robbie, again, because like, they had Hawk win it for the guys, and Hawk didn't really do anything with it. Like, they didn't really do anything with Hawk's character after that. Like, they just tossed him aside. And honestly, Hawk is way too good of a character to be treated like that. But after, like, the All Valley, it was like, that's it. This character served his purpose. He's done. Like, it's like they nerfed
I feel
Hawk so
like
badly.
I feel like they could have done more with Hawk though.
Yeah, they could have, but they didn't. And that's the whole thing. It was like, okay, at this point, if you were going to take the turn that you're taking with the show, you should have just had Sam and Robbie win it in the first place, because you could have put them again. This is where I would have started. This is why I was saying, like, I wish they would have evolved Sam's character a lot sooner than they did, and making her more mature a lot sooner than they did, instead of just later. Because you could have put Sam and Robbie on the path where they where they realize, as much as that you're not defined by a trophy, and that you don't have to keep living in your parents' shadows.
Right.
And that you can form your own you can forge your own legacy. You could have put them on the path where you had Sam mentor somebody. Like, you could, all this time she's heard stories about how her father won the All Valley, how he's the All Valley champion. And it's like you could have put her and Robbie both on, and same with Robbie. Like, I'm sure he's constantly heard his father and Daniel talk about that tournament and like how much that win meant to them. And it's like you could have put them on
Yeah.
you could have by having them win the All Valley in season 4, you could have put them on the path where they realized that you're not defined by a trophy and that there are things that matter way more than a tournament win, and that it doesn't define who you are as a person. And especially if you set them up by having them, especially if you set Sam up by having her mentor somebody like her brother, which they teased and never followed through with in season 5.
Yeah,
Like, that's
they never did anything with that.
that's what
I
I'm
was like,
saying.
what are you doing?
Yeah, that's what I would have done with her. It's like you have you have a chance to make this character awesome, and you don't do anything. And you don't do anything with her. So that's where I feel like, they should have just, I feel like if they would have had Sam and Robbie win the All Valley, that would have put them that would have put them on great arcs in both season 5 and season 6, where they learn that, again, they learn that it's not the trophy that defines who you are. It's not like you can form your own legacy
Yeah.
that's even greater than a tournament win. Sure, Beyond the Kai.
Okay.
Uh, what about
I think that I think we talked about almost everything with Sam.
almost, but
Or
there is one topic we didn't talk about. Well, there's 2 actually.
Okay.
Actually, there's 3.
What's that?
There's 3 topics we didn't talk
Okay.
about. And that's her relationship with Miguel and Robbie, her relationship with her father and her senseis, and we can't have a Sam podcast without mentioning this, her relationship and / rivalry with the one and only Tori Nichols.
Tori Nichols.
The Queen Cobra.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Um. Okay. Oh, so what should we start from?
Okay, so let's talk about her rivalry / relationship with Tori. I have to say, when these two first met, I was like, there's no way. There's no
Oh yeah.
way you could ever make these two
Yeah.
friends. No way.
Sam,
It's just not possible. And it
yeah,
was like they're too different. They're two different people, and it's like it's like, yeah, you could get them on the same team, you could get them to respect each other, but you couldn't really have them two. You couldn't really have those two as friends, like not real true friends. Not when you look at everything that they've done to each other, and it's like they're too different as people.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I,
Sam,
again,
okay.
what were we gonna say?
um, uh, Sam, Sam and Tori are Sam and Tori are definitely yin and yang.
Yeah, they are. Um, and they they've definitely they were definitely hot and cold. Like they were definitely, even like, I know that this is probably going to spark some. I know that there are probably people that out there who disagree, but I would consider them more of the Johnny and Daniel, the female versions of Johnny and Daniel. That I would consider them more Johnny and Daniel than Miguel and Robbie, because
I can
it's
see
like
that.
both,
I can see that.
like the female version of it, because like Sam Larusso is definitely Tori's Daniel LaRusso, and Tori is definitely Sam's Johnny Lawrence. Like,
Right.
there's not even a question. Like, you see more of that dynamic than you do with Robbie and Miguel. It
Yeah.
you see it more, and it's like, especially like with their fights. And I mean, like them coming together, like it was a very welcome surprise, them becoming the friends that they became. It was a very welcome surprise. I loved it. I never expected it, but I loved it just the same. And it's like, yeah, they're not exactly best buds, but the way they come together and come to each other's aid, and just truly understand each other, is very impactful, very under very understanding. And it was a beautiful thing. And it's like these two went from hating each other's guts. It's like, it's amazing when you go back to season 2, like when you watch season 6 but then go back to season 2, like where these two absolutely hated each other. Like, and
Yeah.
I mean
They did
hated
hate each other.
hated each other. Like, to the point where like Tori literally tried to rip Sam's face off with spikes. Like, oh my god. Like Tori literally gave Sam PTSD. Like oh my
Yeah.
god, like that, their hatred for each other was so insane at that point. It's like, that's why I find it hard to believe that they're like that they're friends now. It's like, but it's like, again, it's like I said, it's a welcome surprise. It's a welcome surprise.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Um. Uh. Tori was in. She was in absolute murder mode in season 3.
oh yeah, oh my god, she like straight up had murder in her eyes when she looked at
Yeah.
Sam in the season 3 finale. Oh my
Yeah.
god, the girl picked
True.
up a pair of nunchucks and was swinging them at Sam's head. Like, and it's like, again, like you look at that moment and see, you look at that moment, but then look at season 6, you look at season 3, you look at season 6. It was like they went from like they went from wanting to like seriously like break every bone in in the other's body
Yeah.
to like to like to hugging, to like literally hugging each other, like oh my god, like
Yeah,
they're
I
the very
sense it.
definition of hot and cold. And it's like, but it's like, you never, like, there was always like the twists and turns in that relationship, the dynamic was truly amazing. Like, and at the same time though too, is like they actually brought out each other's strength. Like, that's why I was so upset that Tori was not going to be that when they had Tori switch sides. I, I was like, back to when they had Tori go back to Cobra Kai. I was like, oh god, here we go again, another Sam versus Tori. Like, because truthfully, those two, who cares at this point? Like who cares in the boys at this point, like who the better fighter is?
Right.
Those two like really push each other to be at each other's best. Guaranteed, if Tori had been on Miyagi-Do, she would have pushed Sam to be captain. Like like she would have given Sam that push that that
Yeah.
that to be captain. It's like listen, listen, Larusso. Robbie's not the only captain on this team. You're captain too. We need you to, we need you to lead, and you're not, and you're doing absolutely, you're captain, and you're doing absolutely nothing with it. And it's like she would have given Sam that push to be a leader. Like, Tori, she doesn't beat around the bush.
No.
She goes straight for it. And that's like she would have pushed Sam to lead, to be captain. It's like, when are you gonna be a leader, LaRusso? When are you gonna stop taking orders and start giving them? When are you gonna stop following and start leading?
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Um. I want to give John, Josh, and and Hayden uh th- their props and credit for writing a phenomenal show.
Yeah, they did. They did. You got to
Yeah.
give credit where credit is due. Like
Right.
they wrote it. It's not always easy, but they wrote. It hasn't been easy. And season 6 has a whole mess of problems. It's got a whole mess of problems, but
Yeah.
you know, you got to give credit where credit is due. They wrote. They were able to capture the heart of the Karate Kid in the show. Um, and hopefully when these spin-offs do inevitably come out, it maintains that. and it maintains that essence, that feel, and and all in all, it was a good show. Like, yes, again, like season 6 has its problems,
Yeah, it did.
and it's definitely not the strongest season compared to the earlier versions, but overall, it's a show that we all considered ought to be honored as a part of the Miyagi verse.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything you want to add, Underground,
No, I'm good. I'm good.
about Sam and Tori's rivalry?
Um. Uh. Yeah. It was written well.
Yeah. Oh, very written well.
Yeah.
Very, very.
Then
Yeah.
yeah.
I think out of all the rivalries we had, in regards to the teens, Sam and Tori definitely definitely my favorite.
Yeah. As for Miguel and Robbie, however, um, that is that is another con that is an that is another conversation.
Oh, that yeah, but that was that was beautiful what they did with them. Yeah, I will say that. I'll say that. That was beautiful the way the way that it was executed perfectly.
Yeah.
Um so I would say my favorite part of, like, Sam, in regards to Sam's relationship with her senseis, I love the father-daughter dynamic.
Yeah, I do too, honestly.
Like, that was such a beautiful, like, and again, it reminds us of, and again, yes, I get that Johnny's relationship with Miguel was the soul sent, like, and Johnny's relationship with Daniel, but was the soul center part of the um of Cobra Kai. Johnny's relationship with Miguel and Robbie, that was the soul center of Cobra Kai. I get it. But in regards to it, just like seeing those relationships between father, like, it's those things.
Yo,
Okay. It's those things, like seeing Daniel and Sam's relationship, as well as Johnny's relationship with Robbie and Miguel. It's like it's those subtle things that remind you where the heart of the Karate Kid really is. It's
right.
not it's not in the karate. It's in those moments. It's in those moments. It's the relationship between the characters, the bonds that they share, that link them for life. The bonds between father and son, father and daughter,
Right.
brothers, sisters, friends, people you come to see as family, whether you're blood or not. That it's those moments that right there, it's what makes the Karate Kid what it is. It's what makes Cobra Kai what it is. Like, and people need to remember that. I'm talking to you, Sony.
Oh my god. Damn, shots fired.
It's those moments right there that reminds us why the Karate Kid exists in the first place. So yeah, I love the Daniel and Sam moments. Like,
To be honest, a podcast with Hawk would be amazing.
yeah, we'll do him
A
eventually. Yep.
yeah, that is in the that is in the works. So so yeah,
Oh, dear.
that
I'm talking to you. Um, but yeah,
so
so
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so Sam's relationship with Daniel, I loved. I loved. I mean, and I loved her relationship with Johnny and Chosen. You know, she had but I absolutely loved how close. And I loved hearing about how close a relationship that she had with Mr. Miyagi. Like, people need to also remember Sam was Mr. Miyagi's last student.
Yeah.
So that right there means a lot. And they both they both loved each other greatly. Enough to where Mr. Miyagi would not only mention Sam in his letters um back in season 3, you know, saying about how Sam made him feel like her grandfather, her Tom Nay, and clearly she did. Absolutely. And which is something she even touched upon in season 6. Uh and but also to the point where he would pass on a family heirloom, like that he would pass on his mother's necklace to her. I mean, think about it, like that he gave to his wife, who where the neck that he gave to his wife when after they got married, um and and where it got, yes, it got stolen, and you know, like, who owned the necklace until she died, and yes, it got stolen, and where he had to steal it back. But think about it, he held on to that necklace all that time. He didn't give it to I mean, he gave it to Liz. He didn't even give that necklace to Amanda. Like, he could have said to Daniels, like, here, I want you to give this necklace to give to Amanda. Like, he didn't even really give it to Lucille to wear. Like, I mean, yeah, he gave it to her, but he gave it to her to hold on to, as more of like a as more of a holding on to give to Sam. Like, he didn't give it to Lucille as a keepsake. He only gave it to her because he knew that he couldn't give it. He wasn't going to be around to give it to her, to give it to Sam. So
Yeah.
he asked Lucille to hold on to it to give to Sam. So that right there, that speaks volumes.
Yeah. I agree with that
Yep. And her relationship
too.
with Miguel and Robbie, like there was definitely a lot more chemistry between Miguel and Sam than there was with Robbie and Sam. I mean, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, Robbie
Yes.
and Sam looked good together, but it was just like, and in your head, in your mind it made sense, but it's like her and Miguel were just they had more chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? What about you, Underground?
Um. Yeah. No. I. Yeah. I agree on everything you just said.
All right, so you want to call it? You want to call it here?
Yeah. There are some things I want to talk about. Um. About after the podcast is over.
All right. All right, so
All right.
you can call it here. I'll be back in a few minutes, but you can call it here, okay? I hope everybody has a good. I hope everyone has a good night.
All right.
Um, and this was a great podcast.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be back in a few minutes, but you can call it here underground, and I'll meet you backstage. All right.
All right. All right. Um. Everyone. This has been a good podcast about Sam Larusso. Um. I want to thank everyone for being on. Melissa, thanks for being on, and Joe, thanks for being on. I really appreciate it. And so yeah, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Um. So yeah. We will be back next Friday uh for Beyond the Kai podcast episode 33, and we are out.